Thank you for this person for pointing this out to me and thinking that this would make a good video. I think it does. So, the Ace Pilot. We know what the Ace Pilot looks like. It has this propeller plane, and then it gets into this, and then it gets finally into this. A Fairchild Republic A10 Thunderbolt 2. Jesus Christ, am I inserting something into my iPhone to charge it, or what? And then the Republic P47 Thunderbolt. This sounds like the old charger that the iPhone uses. Like, what is this? I just realized I made the wrong joke. The joke was about the Lightning charger. The Thunderbolt is actually its own specific thing, a hardware interface with computers, aka my MacBook, which has high data transfer speeds, and the original, the 1 and 2 Thunderbolt connectors look like this, which I do actually have, and then the Thunderbolt 3 to 5, they look like standard USB-C stuff. The joke was in reference to the Lightning connector used for iPhones back in the day before my iPhone 13 Pro Max. Yeah, just to clarify that, I'm not tech illiterate, I just confused Thunderbolt and Lightning. I'm very sorry. Anyways, compare this to before. You have like three levels, sorry, where you have changes, and 2 upgrade levels where there's been changes. Whereas previously with the original Ace Pilot's model, there were actually 3 upgrade levels where things changed, and basically 4 distinct plane models, whereas the original Ace Pilot, well, and the current Ace Pilot, sorry, has 3 distinct models. Level 0 to 2, level 3 to 4, and level 5. Now, if you ask me, the skins for the Ace Pilot is very similar to the Hotshot skin that was leaked in 2021, I believe, as you can see here. Not exactly the same, but something very similar. And as you can see here, even the default Ace Pilot had a different color scheme to what is currently seen in the game. Again, this just proves that the Ace Pilot probably had like a load of unreleased models that never saw the light of day, including the default Ace Pilot, as seen here, with a blue color scheme, which isn't actually used in any other skin in the game. I just, like, developers, right, just release that as like a classic skin or something, you know, just increase your profits up slightly. However, that being said, there was one other thing, and that this person points out, that there is a scrap upgrade for the Ace Pilot. Now, this was originally seen in the Ace Pilot's render video, which I believe was made by who? Remington. Wait, no, that's a sound design. I don't know. But the Ace Pilot did have a skin that was kind of well, an upgrade that was kind of unreleased, as seen here. The skin here, you can see a stealth bomber, that I'm going to call it, because I don't know what the plane is actually called. I think it's the B2 stealth bomber. I'm not entirely sure. Again, I'm not into planes too much. I do know, like, a pilot. Personally, I'm into my trains more, but obviously the developers aren't going to make a train. So yeah, the B2 Spirit, I think this is what this is here. And as you can see, it is alongside some other skins that we actually never got to see in the game. So you can see the Ace Pilot with the black and red stripe, and then you can see alongside it you got TDS in Einstein, and then the design, which looks pretty similar to the Hotshot skin, as you can see here. Yeah, it looks kind of, I would say that this is like similar color schemes to the Hotshot skin leaked previously. Obviously not the same, but yeah, they did. You can kind of see that they did use the model from that skin, which is unreleased and probably not going to be released at all, let's be real. This specific black skin isn't actually in the game. I guess it's an artistic rendition of what could be a skin, but never released. And the main focus that I want to talk about is the B2 stealth bomber seen here. Obviously, not seen anywhere in the gallery, nor is it seen in any of the upgrades for the Ace Pilot. Furthermore, this person points out that the upgrade icon for one of the Ace Pilot skins does have something similar to the B2 stealth bombers. Wow, I assume the B2 stealth bombers. Except, even though this looks kind of official, and I do believe that this is official, this isn't actually one of the upgrade icons for the game. As you can see here, it is missing that stealth bomber image, and this here appears to be why the level 3 and the level 4 icons are duplicated. They are the same image used in the game. So it seems very likely that 1, 2, and 3, they're fine. The current max level plane, that's actually meant to be level 4, and then this stealth bomber is meant to be level 5. Now, according to one of the testers at the time, back in 2024, July, they said, according to one of the insiders, they scrapped the old max level model, which was still a stealth jet, because it looked like shit. So this seems to be the reason why it was cancelled, and you can see in the trailer for a split second, actually, the stealth bomber. again, this is the stealth bomber that they're referring to, this one here. This was in response to people talking about the Ace Pilot remodel at the time. I think it was released at the time, where it kind of looks all samey same. And I guess having like a stealth bomber would differentiate it, especially at max level, but the thing is, how do you reskin it for other skins? More things found include someone finding the stealth plane texture, as seen here, created on July the 12th. I believe WIKI is French. So around the same time as when the Ace Pilot rework was added, and the texture is called Stealth Plane. And finally, yes, there's a model which was apparently posted into the Tower Defense Simulator public Discord. So developers, I can talk about it. But yeah, this is the model that was meant to be used for the max level Ace Pilot, which developers cancelled because it looked too ugly. Now, it would be very interesting if they were to re-add this for like a specific skin for the Ace Pilot, because even though it looks ugly to the developers, it could work well as a skin, maybe a premium skin, maybe a basic skin, who knows? Something with a stealth aesthetic, but I don't know, it's fine, I guess. Like, I kind of see what developers are going at, because it does kind of look low poly model, and the vibe with the game right now is nothing to do with low poly, and it's exactly the design language that the developers were trying to move away with the original Ace Pilot. So I kind of get why they cancelled it, and they just decided to rejig all the upgrades so that it's different, basically. So they just removed the upgrade icon for level 5 to be removed, jumped the original level 4 upgrade to be level 5, and then just rejigged everything around. So yeah, everything probably would have looked like this. To be fair, I don't know if the reskins or the skins for the Ace Pilot would look like this exactly the same, because back in the day, all of the Ace Pilot skins at max level kind of looked all the same, except for the Einsteins on its wings. They all had like a black body shell and stuff like that. The only thing changed was like some Einsteins on the wings, but other than that, they all looked pretty much the same. So I don't know how skins would operate with this stealth pilot, given that there are no discernible features that I can see here that look like it differentiates it from like a default skin to the red skin, for example. In fact, interestingly, the texture itself doesn't have any indication that this is going to be the default, this is going to be something else completely different. So if this were to be added to the game, I would assume all skins would look like this stealth pilot here. With that being said, I do think, yeah, you can see with the other skins, they just completely reskinned some of the models to remove the face and everything. But yeah, you can kind of see why they all look samey same. They don't have the face, they're just basic recolors, basically. Would this have happened to the stealth pilot? Probably. It'll just change into like this. Or, well, actually, that pumpkins actually look good, but then the other skins, just a basic reskin. Am I disappointed that there's no stealth pilot? I don't really care too much, I'll be honest. Like, I kind of agree why the developers just didn't add it to the game. I'm sure there are lots of people who did want to see this, but you know what? Fair enough. Just another bit of lost content or lost media to Tower Defense Simulator until I brought it back up. Very cool though. It's interesting that in the trailer, the stealth bomber was seen, so it seems to be like a last minute thing. I don't know when this trailer was released or made, but I would have assumed it was like a 2-week turnaround, so it seems like a last minute cancellation of the Ace Pilot. I don't know why they decided to cancel it that last minute, but you know what? Fair enough.